What's up, guys? It's Tyler and Jacky from Team Starlight, and I'm with.
Jacky from TeamStarlightYGO.
And we're basically going to be doing our a pretty late ban list review discussion
Yeah, or like
thing.
it's not like live reaction, just our opinions on the list.
Yeah, we both know what
Like,
it. We both have seen it, and we both know what it is. But
yeah, everyone that's watching should know what
yeah.
happened like a couple of days ago.
But for those that don't know, here's a quick recap. Basically, Norden is banned, Terratop is limited, Grass is limited, and then Skullcrabat Joker, Wisdom Eye Magician, and Pendulum Call are all at 3 now, starting from June 12th.
Yeah.
So, yes. So, let's start with the small things, just because I know we have a lot to talk about on the big things. But what's your opinions on the three pendulum things, basically? The Joker, Wisdom Eye, and
Like,
Pendulum Call.
okay, so my opinion is like everyone should already know what Konami is about to do. So
Yeah,
you all
yeah,
guys like you know the new Pendulum stuff is gonna come out,
yep.
so yeah, just this is what a quick thing that Konami did for us.
Yeah,
So
this is
yeah,
a cat.
they're
This
like
is a
hoping everyone,
Yeah. This is a cash
and
grab.
that's
Yeah.
yeah, and that's why they released Duelist Alliance too.
Well, I don't know if.
The
Well, I think
new
we were supposed to get that card anyway. Um,
so
like I think that was just a card that was printed. But that, yeah, I totally agree with it. This is a cash grab, but at the same time, I don't really mind. Like since
yeah
pendulums are like, I mean, once links come out in August, I think mid-August or late August or something like that. I mean, we obviously won't know what'll happen, but we can all assume that the new mechanic is basically going to make pendulums unplayable. So yes, it's a
yeah
cash grab, but it's like at least you get to play it for 2 more months before the whole mechanic just dies. So it's like, why not? Um,
you still got a couple months left to enjoy the Pendulum game,
exactly, and
and
I don't think it'll be dominant enough to be like overpowering everything. Like I still think it has nothing on Zodiac and Tradricos. Like I said that like Joker could come to 3 a while ago, since Monkey Board is still banned. And I stand by that. Like I think Monkey Board was the card that was broken, and since that's no longer legal, that Joker is fine. Like I think Damage Joker, well, Damage Joker less so because of Relic Fusion. But Joker and Monkey Board especially, like since Monkey Board's banned, like Joker has like it's just Stratos, and everybody wants Stratos to be legal. So
yeah,
yeah,
like
it's
every
Stratos except it's a pendulum monster.
yeah every ban list that comes out, everyone comments free my nigger straddles. So
Exactly. So
hope
so
hope hope that my nigger straddles gonna come like someday back, like OCG, because they are only one
yeah.
Shadow Mist
Yeah.
and one straddle. So it's gonna be fair. If they dump or Shadow Mist to 1 or 2, I don't care. Just give me my straddles. That's it.
I mean, we all have wishes on the ban list. I mean, I could go on for hours about, some things that should be done or that I want to be done with the ban list, but I mean, that'll be probably another video because I mean, we could go on for ages about that. Um,
Yeah,
but I mean, that's pretty much our stance on the pendulums. I mean, we don't really think it'll do. It might. It might top like because the deck is still good and it's basically at full power now. Um, so the deck is like the magician deck is still really good. So you might see it popping up here and there. But I don't
yeah,
think it'll be too much of like a threat for the short amount of time that it is to be like. I mean, it is still a pendulum deck, and that is just inherently broken because of how the pendulum mechanic works. But at the same time, like that mechanic, as far as our knowledge goes, is probably just not going to be existent in once August rolls around. So I think that's fine.
exactly,
Um,
exactly.
Now let's get on to the meaty stuff. What do you want to talk about first? Uh,
Let let's go to the grass.
let's go grass. Um,
Yeah, grass.
so, uh, you want to go first? So what are your thoughts on grass? Or and it being
So
limited?
grass is like a pretty good card in mill decks like BA, but they don't play that in Burning Abyss Peaky Fire. So it's only the best in Infernoid or Light Swarms. So
I've
grass
seen it in
should be
ABC.
banned.
I've seen it in ABC a lot lately.
Yeah, but
Since Calvin Sahan
ABC,
top with it, because everybody just bandwagon.
yeah, but it's not used in a lot of decks. Like 10 out of 3, it's used in any decks that people gonna play at locals or regionals.
Yeah. What do you think the card? Do you think the card should have been hit?
I think it's worth it to like put it at 1, so it's worth it. It should be it
So
because it's
you agree with the hit?
yeah, I agree with that, but it's always like good for your opponent, not good for your opponent if he activates it, but it's you feel always different if you activate it to him. So yeah,
Yeah.
hope you just like I activate MST on your stuff and you don't feel like pretty good, so you're gonna
Yeah.
like hate,
Yeah.
hate me and do whatever you want. So
Hate emptiness. Just have
that's
the
basic.
MST.
Like basically that's like every duelist like
Yeah.
you hate for the for because you activate that. So yeah,
Exactly. Um. Now, I have a couple things about this. I firmly agree that grass should never have been printed. Um. I think limiting it is basically the same as banning it.
yeah,
Unless people, at least in this current format, because of the fact that Ash is such a prevalent card. So instead, you now have a 1 in 60 chance of hard drawing the grass. So you have to play
yeah,
left arm offering essentially to get to it. But then if your
and
left arm gets Ash, then you just lose.
yeah,
Um, so my
I
thing on
think
it is
go
I think the card is way too good. I think the card is incredibly unfair, and I don't care that no that YCS Pittsburgh is top 32 was 32 Zoodex. To me, that doesn't make
yeah,
grass any more fair. And I've said this about a lot of cards. Like if Yada came back, I don't think it would do anything competitively. That doesn't mean I think it can come back. Um, like just because a card wouldn't do anything competitively doesn't mean it's any more or any less broken. And I think grass is a
yeah,
prime example of that. Like you could argue that it's kind of balanced because of the fact that in order to use it, you have to make your deck inconsistent because you have to play 60 cards. And I know this firsthand because I played. I remember I borrowed my friend's 60 card Infernoid deck for locals, which I hated every second of. I hated it. Um, but that deck it was so reliant on grass. Like if you don't draw grass, then you really just have a hard time getting anything going.
yeah. It's
But then if you do draw grass, you just wait. Um,
yeah,
like it's just like I have a huge thing against basically auto win cards. Avarice, Reborn back in the day, Heavy Storm, Duster.
like a gold format, just gold format. I mean gold format. Like
Yeah.
everything was a
Oh yeah, pretty much everything. Although the game was kind of different back then, and everybody had it, so that was kind of a different discussion. But we have so much
yeah.
diversity in the meta right now, or not in the meta, but just in the game, that not everybody is playing. Like in Goat format, everybody was playing chain